know I'm not weird, I'm not on my own, I don't do this alone, gotta give you control. From mountain to valley, I know you surround me, I know that you have me, you won't let me fall. Yeah, you love me, I ain't liking nothing. You're the truth and no bluffing, because of the cross and no fear gonna touch me. I'm nothing unless I set free as I'm trusting. 1,000 hallelujahs to my King.
Good morning, everybody. Get this thing rolling here. How's everyone doing today? It is morning time. Fun, fun, fun. See who's awake and who's not. So cool. We'll get it started off. ARPA has been holding the top spot for a while last night. Outerland, ALGO, during the 30 minutes. Everything's kind of pumped and cooled off at the top right now. Few newcomers coming up. GTC, API 3, Crow. Oh, definitely looking good. Gotta get this hot coffee in my throat here. It is really dry this morning. Sitting here in a rainstorm. Looking for some action on some coins. Bitcoin is working sideways this morning. Could be seeing some of these small altcoins popping off a little bit here and there. Red dot on Market Cipher. Well, good morning, Sargent. How are you doing today? Good to see you. So Bitcoin, a little sideways. Bitcoin dominance is coming down, working its way back up, which is not that great. Good morning there, Vitali, Mr. Red Barn Productions. So I like to see the Bitcoin dominance hang a little lower, but it is what it is. You know, it's going to fluctuate, especially with Bitcoin going sideways. And Classic going sideways. Ethereum doing about the same thing. So everything follows Bitcoin. And as we can see, it's just running this channel here. So it has to make a decision. I think it's kind of stalled out. Got the Fed meeting tomorrow on interest rates and stuff, all that happening. So might see a little action when New York opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So get back to see who's bouncing on our alto here. Anybody making a couple of them in the top double-digit percenters. LPT. About $1.50 gain, not bad. %13 there from what was notified. So let's scroll down our list here, see if we have anything moving out of the ordinary. Gods is making a real out of the ordinary move. Super? Yeah, super. It's either up or down. There's no in between with super. Looks like ApeCoin is moving around pretty good. Making some moves with Ape. Up a little bit from last night. 14.27. Nice little $1 rise. Nothing is looking really spectacularly set up to explode yet. AIOZ. Just had to scroll down the list here. This screen so I can keep an eye on things. What am I wanting to watch here? There, lets me watch my Bitcoin as we're going. Get back to Mina and shipping here in a little bit. I'm curious about how Mina's been doing since it launched. It's been on there about a week now. Give it time to settle down. NCT, a little movement here. Well, that was about 3 hours ago. It got notified of a move. Cooling off. Not looking too awfully bad. Everything's underneath it right here. So LMSA, SMA, all the EMAs, SR level, everything is pushing up. Only thing we're worried about now is a 50 moving average. This might get held up here for a minute or two. I think we'll get another chance of it pushing up at it when it kick through it. How's the 1 hour look? Not too off bad. So you got the green dot, you got the breakout, early warning, verified, and the movement. How's a 15-minute look? 15-minute looks like this. Gotta pump up, get back on top of the LMA here. So everything is kind of dragging. OMG. See, it's getting strangled on top here. It needs to break that. Everything is way underneath. It might be done for this opportunity. Bell making a move today? No. For the 1 hour time frame? No. Nothing looking too spectacular. Got a lot of coins that can't decide if they want to stay green or get thrown in the bloodbath. So how's everybody doing today? Weather nice where you're at? Is it lousy? Getting a bunch of storms coming up out of the southwest, just pounding us right now. Kind of makes it nasty because it's cool enough outside. You should be able to open the windows and enjoy the free air, but then you get these pounding rains with the winds that don't allow you to open your windows. So it looks like it's going to be a slow start to our morning. Most of these coins made the big moves last night. It's funny because you get all this wild movement with Bitcoin, and all of a sudden it just levels off. And I won't say level off, but it kind of goes flat on us a little bit, like this right here. Drops into this channel and just goes sideways. That's 1 hour, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's probably since about 5 o'clock last night. Everything is just tapered down. Stayed in this zone here since about 7 o'clock last night and just went sideways here. Never really got too much highs, not too much lows. So maybe what are we talking? 604, $300 range. All the altcoins had just went flat. Getting a few here, a few there moving, but this is where we got all the moves last night. And then all of a sudden, through the night, as we were sleeping, everything just kind of lagged along with Bitcoin. So until Bitcoin makes a $400, $500, $600 move, I think a lot of our alts are gonna drag their butt along. Kind of like on Binance. Here's those coins are doing the same. Do petting zoo. Any special animal movement? You got Crow on top tonight and Orca. Let's see what Crow's doing. See, Crow's not looking bad for the 1 hour. It's already up here on the high side. Trying to retrace, call back off, get another push. I think Crow will get another pump here today. Orca is trying to get lined up here, looking good. It looked like on the 3 hour. 3 hour looks like crap. 30 minutes. And so. Crow on the 30s, getting a little strangle, got to get a little pump. On the 15, about the same, but not looking bad. Not looking bad. It looks like the 1 hour time frame is what we're going to be looking for on most of these coins. Crow there in the top 10. It was supposed to rain there yesterday, but nothing. Yeah. And we can't get it to quit raining. Every other day, if not every day, we get some kind of rain or drizzle. And just makes it, my yard's all soggy. Can't let my can't let my robotic lawnmower get out there and go to work. It digs holes when it makes corners and stuff, so have to possibly have to hand mow it the first time this year. We're just at the mercy of trying to find something that's making some moves. As you can see, Bitcoin, that little $200 sideways thing, is just every time it goes up, these go green. Every time it goes a little down a tad bit, these go red. So they're all just kind of like, okay, Bitcoin, what are we doing today? But none of the altcoins can make a decision on their own. And you'll get one here sooner or later. We'll get one that'll just blow up out of nowhere and says, I'm tired of waiting. Screw Bitcoin. But we are, you know, it's 5:15 a.m. So it's 6:17 on the East Coast. East Coast is starting to wake up. Overseas is awake. Well, Master, that's hard to decide. I guess a lot of it depends on what's said in the meeting, and that's what a lot of people are going to be watching to see what's said. You know, interest rates go up, or they coming down? What kind of BS agenda are they going to push? You know, everybody seems to make that a deciding factor of more fear or more greed. Nobody can predict what's going to happen there, especially with these people talking in this government and what they're going to do. A lot will depend on today, how Bitcoin reacts today, because the Fed meeting's tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. I believe it's what, 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Go figure. They have it before the opening bell starts, right about the time the opening New York Stock Exchange bell works. So that's why I think Bitcoin's kind of a little steady today. I could be wrong, but we might get a little action out of it. But traditionally, Bitcoin usually drops the day before the meeting, and depending if it's good or not, how, you know, if it returns back up or if it could just continue dropping. So we'll see. And I'm pretty sure that Fed meeting's tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Today is Tuesday, right? I guess that helps to know what day it is. Kind of reminds me is that show with Mortimer and Dan Aykroyd and what's his name, Eddie Murphy, and they're blackmailing the guy to give them all the information about the oranges and stuff. Report before it actually goes live. They want insider trading information. Hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure they already know what they're going to say. It's all drawn out. So there's no hope and praying. It's already set in stone what they're going to do. We just got to wait and see what happens when they do it. And if there's anybody who knows anything prior to it, you might start seeing some moves in the market before things happen. That might be telltale signs of what's going on. But I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not a smart analyst watching every little stock and every little thing move that can read those telltale signs. So we'll have to see. I'm one of the low eggs on the totem pole, just like you guys. When it happens, yeah, trading places. Thank you, Poke Ergo. I know that symbol. That's the man of many names. I think that guy has. I'd hate to see your YouTube channel. I bet you it takes up three computer screens to figure out what name you want to be every day. He's probably got 10,000 YouTube names. He's got a Rolodex of names. Clover. Ooh, yeah, I just seen that move. Clover. Yeah, that was notified way back here. It's made its move. It just didn't make a big enough move to make it off the screen here. Wow. Clover just boom, boom. Let's see, how soon was that? 15 minutes. Yeah, that's 15-minute candle. Morning, Quay. How you doing today? Mr. Quay. Clover's taking a lift off. I don't know how much it's going to lift. How far it's going off. 4%. Not bad. How far to go up from the green dot notification? 7.39%. And continuing to climb. Oh, where's my candle chasers? Go get that thing. I'm just kidding. Don't chase these candles. I mean, it's early, but Bitcoin's not making a big pump. It's still in that sideways move. Clover is just a low cap coin making a move. But look at that move. Put him on autopilot, because he's definitely lighting up some skies here. Give him a rocket booster. Even some jet fuel to go with it. See the stream underneath it? He's lighting it up. We got our first morning rocket, I guess. It needs to change daily. You dirty up your names that bad as you go. I try to keep my name somewhat clean, but I get enough mud thrown on me as I go. I might have to start changing mine daily too. No, I won't change my name. Took me a while to get everything put together. Logo, name, everything. So I think I'll hang on to mine for a bit. I don't see it tarnishing too much yet. Get a little bit of booster brightness here. There we go. Somebody one day goes, oh, that's a Euro symbol. Yeah, it is if you turn it the right way, but right now it's a rocket booster. And we get some rocket fuel blowing out. So the Euro symbol makes great flames. Guess you could say the Euro symbol's on fire. Light that puppy up. Nice, 28 cents. Bounced out of 26 here. A couple of cent move. Always nice to see a couple more pennies grow. over getting back up into the 30-cent mark area. It was been on sale for a while. Go back here and look at the 3-hour. Take it off auto here. We'll go back here and look at it. Yeah, it's been on sale for a while. Coming out of the basement bargain area, getting up here to the blue light special area. Hey, you never know. One day it might get back up here to the everybody might want me area. Definitely in the blue light basement bargains. Wow. It's like an amusement ride. Grab your burlap bag and hop on the slide. Whee! Watch out for the double backflip area here. Yeah, look at that. Daily big cup. Is this the handle? No, that's not the handle. That's a ladle for this frying pan. It'd be a nice little spike back up to here. That'd be sweet. 63 cents. All-time high. $2.79. So definitely in the bargain basement. That's the lowest it's ever been. If you're buying clover down here in the 20-cent area, that's a hell of a bargain, especially if it's been to $2.75. About a 10x from here to get back to all-time high. I'll have to go look and see here. Clover, all-time high. See if that was diluted somehow at the beginning. Market cap right here. No, it was not. Their price dilution didn't start until right in here. Because you can see the market cap is up. Price all of a sudden started dropping in the red. So, yeah, they've had a little adding dilution, but not much. 260 million, almost 261 million. So they're about 26% diluted out of the billion coins they have. Up 101%. Market cap is still only 75 million. Still low market cap. Low cap coin. To me, anything under 100 million is still a low cap coin. So 75 and 75 would be 150 million. That would make it 60x. That is still low. You know, med caps range between 100 to about 400 million. And once you hit 500 million to a billion, then you're into your mid to high caps. So got plenty of room to grow. I mean, 150 is 300 and 400 million. So 4x. Can still get back to $1.20. Not today. It'd be nice to see one giant green candle blow up. You know, do a 4x on screen, but that ain't gonna happen. Is it a polka dot? You're gonna get me lying now, aren't you? I'd have to go look real quick. Is it polka dot? Ethereum? BNB Smart Chain. I don't. It says Polkadot ecosystem right here. So yeah, you're probably right. It's on Phantom ecosystem, Polkadot ecosystem, Ethereum. Source code. Not telling me there either. Come on, mouse, grab that right there. It's an Ethereum virtual machine, EVM. Yep. It's a substrate-based Polkadot parachain. Founded in 2020, mainnet of Clover Finance launched in July 2021. I do so many coin reviews, even though I probably reviewed this. I can't remember them all. But yeah, Polkadot, it says also Phantom ecosystem, so definitely nice. Oh, I know what I wanted to point it out to my guys, everybody here. On CoinMarketCap, you can go in here and highlight cryptocurrencies and go find recently added coins. Now, if you're a degenerate gambler and you really want to check something out, I marked one here. Argo Finance. Just released 8 hours ago. It's below a penny. It's right at a penny and a half. 83 people watch list. It was only 70 when I saved it. 0.0161 Argo Finance. I don't even have a circulating supply reading yet. Volume is $31,000. No market cap. Hope it's not going to be a garbage thing. I don't think it is. Let's see. Argo is a premier liquid stake protocol built on the top of Chronos blockchain. So it's a crypto.com just launched on the Chronos exchange. And there it is. VVS Finance is the source, and it's on Argo pairs. It's VVS/Argo. That's where you can get it at. Argo Finance Market. So whatever VVS Finance is, I'm not sure. I don't do that kind of trading there. Okay. But it was just launched a few hours ago. You know, put it out there for some of you degenerate people chasing new coins that has great possibilities. Or might have great possibilities. But it's a cheap coin. Biometric Finance. I didn't really dig into that one. It's on the Avalanche chain. No market supply there. It's way less than a penny right now. 16,000 Satoshis. It's on Merc, Trader Joe, and La Token. And just like anything else, it's going to be a data breaches, hacks. BioFi project is a utility token that addresses the concerns many people have about safeguarding their personal data while being safe from exploiting the fraudsters and hackers. That one's Biometric Financial. 63 people watching it. It launched 7 hours ago on the Avalanche chain. So I don't know how many coins are in circulation there. So a couple of new ones just getting out here. Gainers and losers. A lot of these gainers here, I wouldn't even touch them. Nexium, maybe. MetaPay. Some of these are out there. So, major degenerate coins. If you're new to crypto, stick to the top 10. And what's Cardano doing? Look at this. 78 cents. Wow. Definitely on sale. Was at $2 here a while back, almost $3. Definitely a fire sale on Cardano. Are they diluting the marketing? Let's see here. Yeah, just a little bit. You can see it right here on the edge right here. So it looks like from about Christmas time on. Looks like it got a little diluted. Overstaking. People get too many rewards. Yeah. Too many rewards and not enough people buying it up to break it even. So the market cap is fluctuating the price more. Well, looks like the flame went out on that rocket. GTC. Wow, that came up out of nowhere too. AP3. Yeah, maybe we'll get a Yugo next, right? Just drop the R. We'll just have a Yugo. They'll go from a Yugo to a Pento to an AMC Pacer. Yeah, they're running out of names. It'd be funny to see what they come up with in 10 years from now. Uni, you even looking any better this morning? New. BNT. You gonna grow some wings? Give us a little green dot right here. Not looking too awfully bad, but not looking super fantastic either. Yeah. I like, oh, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Every time I have to see that name, ARPA, it almost looks like alpaca. Anybody want to buy some alpacas? Like I said, it's kind of a weak morning. Let's pull this chart up here. This is Bitcoin Perpetual. This is what I watch when I'm shorting and longing and trading. I watch this chart here, and then I have Bitcoin on the 1 hour, 3 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute chart. And all these other charts when I'm not streaming. So there's a 3 hour Bitcoin there. Market Cypher's got a red dot. 1 hour, got a red dot, green dot. Been moving pretty close. Like I said, it's just been flat right here. Looks like it could possibly move up a little bit, and if it does, it could get a little explosive and push up. Show you what I've been watching here. I go back to the 3 hour here. I seen this diamond pattern a couple of days ago, so I drew it out. It was over here. It wasn't looking like it was gonna be worth a darn, so I moved it over a little bit, and it fit almost perfect in this area right here, except for this fake out right here. So you can just see it came in here, or it broke out and it came back down into it. But once I moved it over, I think that was right about where that was at the peak. And then all of a sudden, these right here are playing out perfectly. We're running this edge over here right now. So it's just right off this edge. Boom, 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 boom. And it shows me when every market opens up. That was New York yesterday. Sydney, Tokyo, Hong Kong, London's open now. And then they'll show me the New York market open again. But this is just riding right here on the edge of this triangle. Or this diamond, however you want to call it. And today's the 3rd. So it's about right. I mean, that's 3 o'clock in the morning, or 2200, 9 o'clock tonight. I think it's going to work its way down. Probably get down almost to this edge here around 38, 37. Then tomorrow morning will be the Fed report. So we're coming down, get the Fed report. Maybe work our way back up. If it's bad, then we just drop into here. This is kind of like a warning zone. If it gets in here, it's a possible area to long it. If it doesn't break out, like right here. If it breaks through and gets in this zone, I wait for it to get down here. If it hits this down here, it's definitely going down. But at the same token, with that diamond being drawn, I don't know if you can, let's see, let's pull this in here. You got this big bull flag right here. Bring this puppy up, bring it down. This big yellow bull flag right here. I'll take it back right there. And then if you really zoom out more and bring this up, look at this channel going up. It's the bear channel moving up, which 9 times out of 10 they break down. If their channels are going down, a lot of times they break up. So for trading right now, this is like one of the most undeciding factors. If a person's buying long and shorts, it's like there's so many mixed signals here. Because here you go, you got the flag right here, and a lot of times they'll break up. You got this channel here, they'll break down. You got the Fed reports coming out, and that normally likes to go down and come back up. So it's like, man, until it decides what it's going to do in this one little area, this is like the no deciding zone. Until we get some confirmation in here, everything is just like, everybody's like on hold. You know, it's like calling your favorite corporation, and they go, "Oh, would you like to hold for 5 minutes?" And that was at noon, and you're still on hold at 5 o'clock when she comes on and goes, "I'm sorry, he left for the day. Could you call back tomorrow?" That's kind of where Bitcoin's leaving us right now. "Sorry, he left for the day. Can you call back tomorrow? Come back and wait." So when somebody says, "Oh, it's going this way, it's going that way," people are guessing at it right now. It is just in a no decision zone. So We got these marked out, so if it breaks through, then we're in the no decision zone here. If it enters into here, then it's going down, you know. So a lot of crazy stuff. Like watching paint dry again. You got to sit here, be patient, watch, see what's going on. That's the 1 hour chart. Get back here to my 15. So when you get back in a smaller time frame, you see all these lines, you're like, what the heck is all that? Well, that's the mess you're seeing from being zoomed out. It's either going to be watch paint dry today, or we're going to get one big drop, or we're going to get a couple little pump ups and then come back down. You know, there's that channel where my this is my triangle. This is the pennant flag. So yeah, it's just, I can see it going up, hitting that, come back, go up and hit that, come back, go down here, hit this, come up, go up there, hit that, come back. Just a little 38,700 game to 38,200, about a $700 game right in here. And as we go along, it just keeps getting about $50 cheaper and $100 cheaper. And so unless Bitcoin, the New York market gets in here and says, screw this, make a blast off one direction or another, which could very well happen at 8 o'clock. You know, it's real hard to say what New York's going to do when they come to play. You know, they came in yesterday, they ran it up, pulled it back down. So to me, that one candle just liquidated the shorts, came back down, liquidated the longs, just wiped them out. It says, we're not playing today. Took a big dump all day long. About noontime, took it back up. Then they left the market and says, we don't care no more, your problem. So from the time New York closed until Sydney opened, this is your retail market right here. Retail bought it up. Sydney tried to take it up, brought it back down. Tokyo dumped it. Hong Kong played with it for a little bit, put it sideways, and London's doing nothing with it. I think London is still on their vacation break. Even though their banks are open today, they're probably still, they're in hangover mode trying to wake up. They partied too much yesterday. They had an extra day off from trading. But New York's going to open up here, and they're going to come here and smack them when they're still hungover and probably liquidate them. I don't know. But I would like to say when New York opens, it's probably going to pump up a little bit. They might start out reverse it today, like instead of yesterday when they pumped it. They might reverse it down and turn around and bring it right back up. Hard to say. The only thing that's got my concern is the psych high is real low. And the psych low, that's weekly low. Where's the psych low at? It didn't even print a psych low today. Wow. Unless it's, no, that's PSY low, PSI high. Okay, there's psych high, there's your psych low. So when I seen that psych high print that low, my first thought is this is coming down because it likes to run in between them, this area. Not saying it's going to, but it looks like it's working its way to this area. And it could, you know, New York could open up, bring it down into here and keep it running in between here, or bring it down lower. So definitely gonna be interesting because I know it likes to trend between the psych high, psych low. So you can see it's already coming down to a little bit. Which is fine with me. I got a short in on this thing. The lower it goes, the more I make. So I'm playing it. So this is some of the stuff I do when I'm not doing all my other YouTube stuff. So if it's dropping, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I didn't want that one. I wanted this one over here. I'm pretty sure some other things are pulling back. Let's refresh here. PLU was the top of the charts yesterday, bottom of the charts today, because it was still right. It was doing its pullback when the new daily candle started. So that's why you see the winner of the day become the loser of the next day. Doesn't mean it didn't stop gaining. It just means that it was pulling back during the new candle. ARPA still all holding back. GTCS, API 3, track. Look at track. Nice run up. Nice flag there. Holding out there. 1 hour. See? Now that's a pretty low flag there. See how flat it is right here? And you got your area coming down here. You could measure it that way. You could pull this back down. Measure out that little wick. Come on. That body if you wanted to. Or wick to wick here. Or up here, these two wicks. Flag like this right here normally indicates it's going to come across and try to blow out the top. And unless you're going to come over here and get a Bart Simpson pattern, I'll come over here and drop straight down. Nice little flat spot here. Spiky hairdo. So if you get a Bart pattern out of it and it comes straight down, well, that's not straight, is it? Learn how to draw. Come straight down, come across, go back up. That's your Bart pattern. And you get little spikies down here. Good morning, Miss Yellow Dot. How you doing today? Good to see you. Now, there's two ways to look at this. This nice little pattern's going to break up. It's a Bart pattern going to break down, come over and come back up. But see, you already got some out of Bart pattern right here. So this could be the reversal Bart of this right here. Just gotta keep an eye on your patterns. Nice to see track get a nice breakout up to $1. But yeah, like I said, keep an eye on this right here. Or it could, one of the two ways. Give me that back. I wanted that there. There we go. Save that. Never know which way it's going to go. I have a good idea which way it might go. Not quite oversold, not completely compressed out. Got room to move up. Everything's pushing underneath. So it ran up here and smacked to 200, came back down. This is on the 1 hour. Go to 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it'll test the top. Just my opinion, not advice. I think it'll test out the top here. Go back to the 1 hour. Try to hit the 200 again. Breaks the 200, it'll continue up. Not, it'll get rejected and come back. Clover. Right there, Miss Yellow Dot. Clover. Huge sale on Clover. It was cheap. Good morning, Mr. Bobby Harrison. I'm on time today. Actually, I woke up a little early, but it depends on which time you want to count when I woke up early. The first time, second time, or the third time, or the last time. So, Clover definitely made a little move. I don't think it's quite done yet. I think it's just pulled back, cool off. Let's go check the 15-minute. So, from its launch up, we're at 920. 2.25. Almost a 50% pullback. 4.25 would be 50% pullback. It should have stopped up here and flagged out. So we'll have to see if it's done. I don't think it's completely done. Looks like just come down here and hit that little EMA. Maybe come back here and test the LMSA. If it hits this, most likely it's going to come back down, re-cool off. Try to get. Wow, did my live stream just die? I just got this notification that said live stream offline. It's like, really? Wow. I'm not having no internet problems. Looking like YouTube might be having issues tonight or this morning. No, other live stream is doing good. Wow. First time I've seen this stream and this internet do that. Is it back up? I think it's back up. Yeah, it shows it's back a while. Wait, was that one of his little flash attacks? Okie dokie. You know, that would probably be one of the worst attacks on America. Instead of nuclear weapons, would be those airtight bombs that destroy the electrical fields and destroy communications and electric flows. Those are probably one of the worst things that would hurt the most is communications. Now, see, Flu? What'd you go and do that for? A nice long downtrend from last night. You had all that beautiful work done. Not too. I can't complain about that. Look at that. People had their opportunity to buy it at $5 and $6 all day long. I did a video on it talking about how this is a low cap coin and could easily, 2x, 5x, 20x, 40x. And what did she do? She went from $6 to $12. It was its first 2x. There's its first 2x pump. It could do that 5 more times and still be a low cap coin. So it's up here at $12. I think it's still under $30 million market cap easily. So I see that. I don't know if you guys see what I see. Let's see. Right there. Let's change these colors up. I like using blue here. So I went out that green candle there, the top of this one here, the bottom of that one there, almost touching those there. Nice little pennant flag. I like to see how it drops out or if it blows through. Two, 3, 6, it's pulled down. Both is there. There's a 2, 3, 6, 3, 1, 8, or 3, 8, 2. It's pulling down through this pennant here. And just have to give it some time. See what it wants to do. But definitely bouncing. You know, I could put that right to the wicks there, so it don't bounce out of there. That big one. But you can see where I put it right there, right here. See how she runs. She might take off. Probably, let's see what time is this, 6 o'clock. At the noon. Got a 6-hour gap right in here. It's under the LMSA. Let's go to the 30-minute now. Yeah, everything's getting under it, trying to push it back up. It's got to get back above the EMAs. So, PLU is just trying to get reset, cooled off. Even though there's a green dot here, and it dropped. I mean, yeah, it's cooled off here. It's flattened out right there on the -1. It usually runs -1 to 1, so it's definitely cooled off here. This is definitely cooled off here, but not back to the 50 yet. Get a little closer down here. These two will probably meet, possibly see their push out. So, I don't know. Keep your eyes open on PLU. It could turn around and surprise you today. Might not make coin of the day, but it could definitely surprise you today. Okay. There you go. Electromagnetic pulse. That's what I was thinking. Thank you. So I'll go 14%. Okay, see, it's trying to push back up here. Get above the EMAs. 30-minute, 15-minute. There you go. You see how it pulled back here? It's down here at the -1. But this is still, the sarcastic's still kind of high up here. You got room to come up still. Getting itself reset up. Definitely looking good. Yeah, everything's just slowly. Oh, yeah, AVT moving up. AVT is gonna be a slow grind back up, like everything else. I mean, Bitcoin just made a little $75 move up, so everything is just I can see it right in this column. Bitcoin move up, these will turn green and white. Bitcoin turns down, they turn red. And yet, yeah, I'm still fighting with the scratchy throat. Man, this thing just wants to linger. It will not give me a break and go away. API 3, GTC. See, they're all trying. They're all making little bitty hints that they want to go somewhere. Gods, it's trying like everybody else. I mean, look at it. Getting all jiggy-jaggy here, trying to get crossed up at the same time. Green dot, red dot, looking for another green dot. That'd be a nice get green dot, get these across. Might get a nice little pop out of this. God is looking like it's trying to go somewhere. See what it looks like on the 30 minutes. Nope. 15 looks good. 24. No, everything's in the 15-minute area. Trying to get ready. ALCX, I know that's a few people's favorites. See right here, we're checked down. This is going to cross, got a green dot. It looks like it's about ready to make a little, you know, see how it came down, checked under. There you go. I think we're going to get a little pump here, maybe. Looking good. Oh, come on. It started across there. That red candle pulled back. You see how that separated. It was poking right through the line here. And it just pulled itself back. It's trying to give you the information it wants to go, but it's got to pump back up a little bit. Get this blue line to go back into there. So until that crosses completely and this separates off of here, it's not a confirmed go time. It definitely is trying to. Somebody just dropped about $4 million in there and then we confirm it. Not much, just a little pocket change. But it's good to see everybody this morning. Even though I can't keep my voice from scratching real bad. But we're maintaining this morning. I might have to go get some more coffee here. I just went through the last bit of it. Nobody. I mean, SKL. Wow. Maybe you look better on a higher time frame. You only look good on a bad day. Not even the 3 hour. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's trying to get back up there and get set up, but it ain't looking the hottest right now. Look at that. 3 A's up here. ARPA, ALGO, and API 3. Is Bitcoin gonna make the alts get all in alphabetical order today? They're gonna get the rankings in alphabetical order. Bitcoin is gonna show us how smart he is today. He can set up the alphabet. Wouldn't that be the shits? All the alts got lined up in alphabetical order based on their ranking of their change in value. That'd be messed up, wouldn't it? That would be a true sign of manipulation if something like that was to happen. Then you know what kind of market you're in. I don't ever see that happening, but it would be funny. MDT. It's like everybody else is trying to get set up. Oh, then the infamous one that everybody probably wants me to talk about, the Jasmine. Let's check Jasmine out. What's it been doing? Jasmine looks a lot like Bitcoin, just sideways. So there's a 1 hour. Go to the 1 day. There's my little chart I had drawn out for it, and we can see how beautiful it was following it until it just took a sharp right. Poof. That blue line was following it just to the T. And Bitcoin started messing with us. We were on the trajectory to go right up to 4 cents. And Bitcoin says nope. It's a nice little hump right here. That's almost a perfect little hump right there. That little curl up when you consider it like almost an inverse head and shoulder. So I'm going to leave this drawing here just for my reference from later. But yeah, look at the good. At least, you know, you are holding a higher low. You know, so it's holding in a good area. Right here at the bottom of these three right here, it pulled right up. They're just pretty nice. So it's not the worst, it's not the best. I get tired of this thing being in my way sometimes. Come here. Wow, are you kidding me? I can't grab a hold of it? Oh. Dummy. Turn the lock off. I'm just drawing the wicks out right now, trying to get an idea of what's going with Jasmine. This is the 1 day chart. So from body to body down here. It's trying to hold right on the 236 area. Not bad. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's hitting it. Holding on to it. Trying to break through it. So not bad to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I mean, it's not too awfully bad on the daily candles. Nice green for today. Okay, we see a nice pull up back up here to around 1.95. I think after the Fed meetings, if it's a good thing and Bitcoin starts moving up, you could probably see Jasmine move up here, possibly to 2 cents again. If Bitcoin takes a dive, you know, Jasmine's gonna have to stay above the 108. And I mentioned it last night and somebody disagreed, which that's fine. We all have our opinions, but this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. If Bitcoin falls off the table to 30,000 or less, I think Jasmine will come down to the 0.08 level that everybody was talking about when they started diluting it, saying that they want to get it down to that level. but I'm not going to say it's going to happen. I mean, Jasmy's pretty low. I think if Bitcoin really took a big dump, it might just settle down right down here at the 0.1 level, 0.108, where it's been stopping at. But, you know, till Bitcoin does its thing, there's no guarantees for anything. But that is the lowest Bitcoin or Jasmy has ever been. Marked right there. I think that's a little off. Yeah, it's a little off. Might have to go back and remark that somehow. Blow it up. Yeah, it's not the lowest it's ever been, but it's close. Let's see. Right about there. 0.102. That seems to be the floor for Jasmy right now. I think everybody should pick up some Crow. That's just my opinion. Crow's a good coin. I won't deny that. It's definitely a long-term coin. It just went on sale. And it's coming out of the basement bargain on its sell area. See, there's a basement bargain. You should have got you some Crow. It's back up out of the basement on the first floor. And then for you guys that didn't know it, the members, everybody with the green names, Mike Fahalan set up a deal in Discord. It's a little contest for members only. He wants you to take a guess at who or what the lowest price Bitcoin will go for the month of May. And I think the person who's closest to the guess at the end of the month on the 1st of June, he's going to allocate $20 worth of Bitcoin to the winner. Or not Bitcoin, $20 worth of crypto. Preferably through the Crow chain. So he's just trying to help out, which is great. But if it requires you to be a member, have a membership, requires you to have Discord too, because you have to go in there and type in how much your bet is, or not bet, but what you think Bitcoin is going to be. And it's in, I made a little tab in there called sweepstakes, so you can go in there and type it in there. So thank Mr. Mike Fahan for doing that, and if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong, I'm sorry. Fahalon, something like that. Everybody has different last names, and we all butcher them. People butcher my last name too. Kind of gotten used to it through the years. Auction looking pretty decent. It's all lined up. A nice upward path. It's not explosive yet. Our GTC is going to reach back up there for that. EPI 3, they're all doing about the same right now. Ren. Ren's looking like it's probably gonna get ready here pretty soon to turn back around. Get a little green dot, get some movage. We might see Ren up in the double digits here. Track. My funky drawings. Clover. Need a 4-leaf clover. Good old crow. I guess if I was thinking about last night, because I was watching Pro last night, because I can leverage on it. I mean, come on, that'd have been a nice long right there. 12% long. That'd have been sweet. Right now it's kind of iffy to take a long on it, but that would have been a nice little to take a long on it. Well, it's definitely one of those in my list that I can leverage trade on. I got about 50, 60 coins I can leverage trade against. I kind of gotten to like this leverage trading stuff. Yeah, it's going to take time. Oh, wow. Okay, Bitcoin making a little turn downward this morning right now. You just made a left-hand turn. 30-minute, 15-minute. Yeah, look at that. It just made a big drop. I won't say big, but 338. And this is perpetual price, so it can range $10, $15 difference in market price that you guys see on the stream. So this could read 367. You could be seeing 380, 370, but it's pretty close. 361 to 370 here. Ooh, now that's called a vector candle when it lights up like that, which is a lot of volume. So definitely pushing down. This is my short line here. Like that. Push right to my mark. Stop. Why'd you do that? Why'd I put that mark there? I should have put it down lower. No, I'm just kidding. I know I have people ask me that sometimes. I'll put a mark and they go, wow, it hit my mark right on. They go, why'd you put it there? Why didn't you put it lower? I don't control the chart. I just draw the lines what the chart tells me. But it is kind of cool how it comes down and smacks right dead on the line and pulls right back off. Well, this right here, when it does that, even though it came down and smacked it, now it's pulling back up. Altcoins. Oh, you'd be amazed what I just did to alts. They'll all light them up in red over here. No, didn't bother too many of them. Crow's still moving. So it's not affecting them yet. But it definitely had a nice pull down to it. That was a pretty big wick. That wicked all the way down to 252. That was a $200 wick on Bitcoin. Didn't phase too many of these guys. There it is. There's a fall. Okay, so now you're seeing the after effect. It usually takes a few minutes, but boom, yeah, it scared them all. They'll hold here for a second. because Bitcoin went down, back up. Now it's kind of pumping like it wants to go down again. Hold where it's at, and they'll make all the alts come to a stop for a minute. The only ones that won't stop is the ones that already got forward momentum of being pumped. They will continue moving for a little bit longer. But you gotta look at everything. Everything's a little bit of a delayed reaction. You know, Bitcoin makes a move, it pulls back up, and it does it again and pulls back up. Altcoins are like, uh-oh, what's going on? Then they'll slow down. And then if Bitcoin keeps threatening it, then they'll all go red. But everything's within like a 1.5 minute, 2-minute delay system off of Bitcoin. So that's why I say watch Bitcoin, because it could be your telltale sign of what your alt's going to do. But now if you got an alt that is blasting off and it's pushing up, you know, pretty heavy, it's got a big candle and it's pushing up. We've seen that yesterday with PLU. Bitcoin started coming down and there was so much momentum with PLU, it just kept pumping. It didn't, you know, it doesn't care what Bitcoin's doing. But it'll eventually slow down the momentum to the point to where it'll almost stop and then come back. But when you get pumps like that, the way you get really huge pumps is if Bitcoin is pushing with your pump. If Bitcoin's pulling down and you're pumping it, it limits how high it goes. But yes, the ultimate pump is Bitcoin, Ethereum, all pumping up. Your coin going up with it, it'll almost do a double pump based on everything else pushing. This extra momentum. Bitcoin going back up. It's out of the red. Look at this. Turn that red vector candle back into a green vector candle. Now we'll hold. We got 1 minute left. That's a nasty doji. Big old wick. It's gonna try to come back and reclaim that wick. So look for a possible retracement coming down. Maybe not right now. Maybe not the next 2 or 3 candles. Maybe when New York opens, it might come back and try to reclaim some of that. 37 seconds left on the 15-minute. And it's going to be the half hour also. So nice little turnaround here. I'll have to go to a larger time frame to see what that blue line's for. That's just from, that's a trend line. Yeah, that blue line is a trend line. Go to the daily. Yep, that's a major trend line that I have drawn out here. Three hours. Yep. It's a never-ending trend line that I threw out there. That's 15. So you see it open a new candle. It's probably going to try to come back down here and reclaim some of that. You never know. It will eventually, here probably the next hour, we'll try to come back and reclaim some of that. Go Bitcoin, push. Everybody wants you up. Minimize that back out and get back to our altcoins that are trying to go somewhere. Crow. Show us some. movement today. API 3. Look at that. Take advantage of that Bitcoin pushing down and up. Getting ready to pop off again. So let's scroll down our list. OXT making a little move here. Ooh, look at that. Getting up there by that LSMA. Made a new candle right on top of it. That's powerful there. Look at that. It's going to get a little push off that now. Should get a nice little push off that. Green dot. Nice little cross fixing to happen. It's already been crossed there, so everything under it helping push. Hopefully it can hold it long enough to get a push. Do not turn red and come back under that. If you do, you'll be done for a while. That's kind of the perfect little pump to get back up on top of that blue line. Get a nice push off of it. You can see here it's fighting it the whole time. Yeah, it gets on top and they ride on top pretty well. GRT. It's trying to get on top. The green dot. Nothing crossed yet. Looking good. Possible cross fixing to happen. So next candle, if it can pop, get on top of that blue line, these will probably cross simultaneously. You'll see a pump out of GRT if that happens. If not, it'll get rejected. It'll come back down. So we'll keep an eye on GRT possibly. FET. Not the best looking. Trying. Cody. Look at that. Trying to get a double cross here. Have not got a green dot yet. Trying to get on top here. Do have a blue diamond on the 15, but not on the 30. But Cody's looking like it could get a little prime this morning. I'm going to leave that sit on Cody here for a second. I'm going to go get myself another cup of coffee before these other little kids show up. That way I'm not in there waking them up. So I'll be right back in 1 second.
Stay persistent. You need that distance, yeah. But with love like this, we cannot miss each other. Yeah, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. Just hit me up on my line, yeah. But there's one thing you need to know. My heart just wants to see you grow, yeah. You know that I need you so, yeah. You're bad for me, I know, yeah. You can run back to me, you know this. I'll be your lifeline, yeah. I promise you can call on me. Calling, calling. You calling, calling, calling. You calling, calling. I promise you can call on me. Calling, calling. You calling, calling, calling. You calling, calling. I promise you can call on me. Anytime that you get lost, you know that I'm the one you depend on. You know anytime that you're falling, I'm the one that you lean on. So tell me who better than me for you? Cause I don't want anyone else but you. So why don't you love me? You put yourself way above me, yeah, yeah. But there's one thing you need to know. My heart just wants to see you grow, yeah. You know
Okay, got me a nice warm cup of coffee. Get here, back here in time to see Cody. Cody's gonna pop off for us this morning. I'll scroll down the list. Gala, looking like it's making a move. Check it out real quick. Yes, sir. Look at Gala. Just made a breakout here about 30 minutes ago. Gala's been on sale. Wow. But I think a lot of that had to do with their cutting their rewards back to their gamers. So, a little setback for them. Plus Bitcoin pulling back, killing the price a little bit. Gala making a little bit of moves, getting a little push. We'll just bring Cody down here with it, keep them together for right now. Keep an eye on them. Engine making a little move too. Yes, sir. Looky there. I just popped off 5 minutes ago. Got its signal. Actually, about last 15-minute candle plus 10 minutes, 9 minutes here, 21 minutes ago. I can grab these and put them up here, put them close together. Keep an eye on them. SKL doing the same. I told you, had a few. Look at that. They're all getting ready to go and they're all popping around the same time. Just got our signal. Look at that. Got the cross, got the signal. Market Cipher saying this is a good time. We'll see how good of a time it's going to be. 5 minutes left on the candles. Blizzard doing the same thing. Look at this. They're all just starting to one right after another. Just boom, 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 boom. Little 5%ers. IDEX, 3%. They're all getting their signals. This ain't something you want to chase after. It's something that if you're holding it, they're all making their little moves. Yes, sirree. When you start digging down here in the red coins and start looking to see who's moving out of the red. Look at all of them turn green. Small percentages, but all getting ready. Nexus looks like it's getting ready to get a signal. Yep. Axis is getting ready. Try to get itself lined up here. Get the next candle in 4 minutes up here a little bit above this LSMA. And get primed up to here, and it would be ready to rock and roll. So everything is looking nice this morning. Wouldn't say everything, but majority is looking good. ARPA, look at that, getting itself lined back up, getting itself ready to go again. Got a green dot, but don't have the double cross here. So if it pumps, it ain't gonna be, I won't say it's gonna be too huge. Algo, getting itself ready. API 3 is still compressed a little bit. It's got to get up here. Not saying it can't. I mean, it could get a nice little pump, get up here. Next candle come out and be on top and rolling again. And you'll see this thing just do a little curve. You'll play catch up, chasing it. And if it does that, start chasing after it, they'll keep pumping up. But right now it's being suppressed. There's Track, Crow, Gala, GRT, Atom, all. That's one Mike is into. Atom. Atom is the one he's big on, not Crow. Look at that. He's getting daily rewards on staking his Atom. Plus he gets cash back rewards on using it, all kinds of stuff. He says he's loving it. He's making money when everybody else is losing money. ERT. It's getting ready to pop. Close up those gaps. Get a nice crossover. Get on top of LSMA. There's a lot of coins getting ready to, as long as Bitcoin stays relevant to where it's at, or it continues moving green, we're going to get a lot of 10% coins here. I would probably say close to a dozen coins in the 10% area, double digit. All it takes is Bitcoin to make a $200-300 drop, and every one of these will stop doing what they're doing. One or two of them will keep moving, but the majority of them will cancel out. Mana? Wow, a little old mana. Seen that pop out of nowhere? See, there's a signal, and there's the go button. Getting a little retracement here. And Bitcoin is pulling back, and that's why. See how much this will hold? If Bitcoin pulls back up, you'll see this move back up with it. Show that real quick what Bitcoin's doing. Go to the 5 minute. Bitcoin pushed up here. Everything ran with it. Get this little pullback right here. Everything kind of paused. And it continued here. And now everything's kind of holding where it's at in the holding pattern. Just gets green and goes back up. They'll continue to pump. If it continues red, you'll start seeing everything in alt start coming back down. So little 5 minute candles control your altcoins pretty thoroughly. The other thing I keep an eye on is the total index. This is the total index of all cryptocurrency. $1.7 trillion. It is up 0.05%. If this is going up, altcoins, everything else is going up too. If this is in the red and pulling down, this is money coming out, all crypto coins, including Bitcoin, everything. So this was in the 2 trillions. So you can see we're $300 billion down from where we were last month. So definitely, I mean, if I take this out to the daily, last month we were up 1.89 to almost 2 trillion. And up here you can see we were at $2.12 trillion. So a lot of money has been pulled out of altcoins. The big pullout was April 6th. So everything was looking good. April 6th was a big pullout. April 11th was another big pullout. April 26th was another big pullout. And I'm assuming a lot of this is retail. not corporations. This is where you start seeing people get scared, pull their money out of altcoins, hoping to get a lower buy-in price. People getting wrecked. So this will come down to a certain point. Bitcoin will get down to a certain point, and you'll see your institutions, and you'll start seeing big green candles of institution buying. So these are your people getting scared. This is like I said, these are retail selling. This is probably your institutions waiting to buy the big green candles. That's why you don't see too many big green. So this is the dollar index going up, and history shows the dollar index as it's coming down, Bitcoin's going up. As this is going up, Bitcoin's going down. So things that we keep an eye on. Right now, Bitcoin is in the red for the day. Here's the 15-minute Bitcoin. And we'll move back to the alt here in a second. There's that big old wick that came down, went back up. And this is what I said, this scared everybody a minute ago, and now we're on the way back up. So if we go back to our alts, you'll see them continue pumping. They get a pullback in the red, then you pumping back up. For the 5-minute, you know, didn't even phase it, it just got a little pullback. Good old mana. That coin's been around the block a few times. I remember when that coin actually launched. iCoin just got it fixing to get across, maybe. Got a green dot. Very low in volume. Trying to go somewhere with iCoin. EST. Yep, they're all waiting. The more of them they're getting ready to blast off. EST, my bad. Refresh these and bring them all up to the top in order. There's GRT. This is GST. There's going to be a lot of these coins getting close to having the same names. It's going to get confusing. And like I said, a few more years come around, more and more of these coins will get closer to the same names. Not to confuse people, but just because naming of coins is going to get, you know, less and less to choose from, especially for ticker symbols. If Bitcoin starts pumping right about now, we got an hour before the market opens. They'll set it up for New York to bring it back down, possibly. APA, not quite set, ready to roll yet. Algo. AP3. AP3's trying, look at that. It's trying to get back up there. Trying to get that close. Got the green dot signal, so market cipher on the green dot is saying it's looking good to go. It's trying to close that gap. 8 minutes left on the 15. Can we pop over that? Get just a tad above it. Close that out. Get a new candle and go. Here's what I see for API 3. If this can close up and cross over, this can get up right about here. Come on. Right about there on the close, and get the yellow LSMA under it. You'll see this LSMA try to start chasing after it, and you'll see, you know, it'll close here, go up and go up and go up, and it would have to break, these wicks here, pretty much right there. Break past those wicks right here. It's kind of a happy medium between those two. And if it can get past those two, you'll see it take off running again. So, and that's what we're starting to see try to transpire here right now. See, when I draw these little lines, to try to follow this blue line here. And right now it's almost on top of that line. You can see it start closing up here. Got 6 minutes left of this candle. Needs to pump just a hair more for security reasons. Bitcoin is pushing up, so that's a good help factor with it. Bitcoin right now is fighting the 200 moving average on the 15 minute. So API struggling here, trying to get to that magical area. If it does, and it can get past up here, retest this, pump a few times, get past it. API 3 could be our top coin here in another hour. But ARPA is trying to do the same now. But it's lacking the close here. So if it does pump, I don't see it pumping much more than right in here to right in here. And falling on its face. Algo, same thing. Get right back up to about the top of this coin here. Maybe in here and be done with. API 3, to me, if it can get above this line close, has the most potential to take these other two out. Unless we have another contender coming up. Not seeing it. GTC maybe? GTC trying to do the same. Definitely gotta get up there. I see GTC getting up in this area here, getting a close. Just start to turn, it come back and retest it, and then try to bounce off of it. Because this is not close enough to close up yet, and no green dot yet. Nice contenders here. Ren, it's fighting to do the same thing. Crow, fighting to do the same thing. Get up here and get a close above that. Get the push. It's got the green dot, but it does not have the closed way. Big gap right there. Track. See, look at that. Track came across. After I called it to go down. It's coming back down here. Track could come all the way back down here and be like a little bark pattern. Boom, 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 boom. So there's your bark pattern right here. Happening a little sooner than I thought it would. And come back down to this area right here. Great drop. Come on, get on down here. That's where you're headed to. You're definitely making your little bark pattern. GRT. Getting its close. Getting its takeoff here. Look at this. Trying to get that close right there on GRT. Almost the same as what API 3 was doing. See? Down to the last 2 minutes. GRT here. Already doing what API 3 needs to do. This right here will cross over once the new candle starts. Even though they're already up a little bit, it looks like somebody's going to get up more today. And honestly, we really don't want Bitcoin to pump too much today. Bitcoin pumps too much today. Tomorrow when the Fed comes out, it's going to see a big dump. If it can maintain a certain little area and go sideways, if not go down a little bit, then it will pump tomorrow when the Feds come out with their deal. So it's a vice versa game. We'll see how it works. And I want people to please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just strictly my opinions of what the charts are doing. Please take the time to do your own research on what you're getting invested into. Because if you get into one of these coins and they're up here and they decide to dive, you gotta make a decision if it's something that's worthwhile for you to hold long term until it gets back up, and DCA, maybe buying some more down here when it's lower to lower your cost average. And if it's something you're willing to hold for another month or two while it's recovering. That's why we always tell everybody to do their own research. Make sure what you're getting into is something you might want to hold for a long time. And people who day trade, I would say a very small percentage of day traders make good money at it. A large percentage of people lose money. So if you're not experienced in reading charts and know what you're doing, day trading can be dangerous. Just my little disclosure warning out there. API 3. Or ARPA. Making its little pump. Getting held up with the EMAs. Algo. Same thing. API 3. Got the new candle close up there. So it's up there, it come back, it's retesting. See? Hopefully that'll hold. Stay above the LMSA. If that can hold, we get the cross, we get a little pump. It's not quite crossed yet. But they're all sitting there. This has to hold on that LSMA and pump back up. Need to get it up here a little higher now. Give it a little push back up and let's go. Bitcoin's not participating on this one. 15-minute Bitcoin's pulling back. But I'd really like to see this continue back up, get back up here, get that full cross. Not looking good. See how it's rejecting right here off of there a little bit. But that's just a little flicker. That can change. I can move this out of the way, but I'm going to leave it sit there. It could come back and retest this EMA right here and bounce back off and still get back up and still be safe within the candle. It can wick down, but this candle close has got to close above that little blue line. Yeah, it's me getting a little bit of green pumping out of some of this. Looking good for Jasmine. Looking at some of these other coins here. ERT. See, it's looking the same way. Come back to retest it. Getting all rejected here. But a little bit more uppage into the green, and this will all change. See, trying to get to those clouds. It's above the light blue line right here. Another little pump out of this, and the next candle, if it's green, we'll see this close. Should get a green dot here if this pumps up. So GTC is definitely not looking too bad. Draw a green line from the green bodies of the candles here. Not looking bad. Green body, green body, green body. Same here. Green body, green body. And if you take it to this one here. Almost creates a nice little channel. We'll just keep the bottom one here for right now. I want API 3 to get back up there. Beautiful Bitcoin. Let you get a little excitement, and it takes it away from you. IMX, look like it's moving. Definitely is. MIR making some moves. Almost topped out. Perp making its little move. Look at that little blue diamond on a flat. Flat, flat, and flat. Look at these lousy looking candles, but it's moving. EST. Trying to make some moves here and get a close. Trying to get that close up there so I can get pumping too. Everybody wants to pump, but man, Bitcoin is just suppressing everybody right now. A lot of fine green candles. Down to our last 7 minutes again. Crow, look at the crow get there. Wow, right there above the SR, the blue line. That's looking sweet now. I really like to say that's looking good. Crow's looking pretty good right there on the 29. Could get a nice pump up here. Test a 200 at 30 cents, 30.4. Get a pump up here and test that 30.4. These will all close up. Definitely give it a chance to get above it and do a little run today. The thing I would place a bet on at this second. Too close to call. NKN making a little bit better move than everybody else. But it's pulling back. Go back and watch Crow. A lot of people rooting for Crow to recover and pull out of its little issues it's having, which I think it will. It's just a matter of time for them to, they cut the strings. They got to reevaluate, look at everything, wager what they're going to do, and they'll move forward. Everything takes time. But we know sometimes the market's not kind. It doesn't give them time. But if they got enough believers in the project, it will recover nicely. And if it does recover nice, those who believe down here and are accumulating will reap the rewards for being the believers. If it doesn't recover, then those people will get punished for being believers. Either way, it's a 50-50, but I get my bet that Crow will recover. Just like Gala. Gala will recover too. PLA. What are we doing here? And getting a little pullback right now. DRV making some moves this morning. Look at that. 30 minutes ago had a little warning letting us know it was taken off. But it was already suppressed, so it's hard to catch that warning over here when it's already being suppressed. But now we're going back up. Yep. Get past this area right in here. There's the goal line. Nice little W. Now get up here, create your W, and continue off. Pull up to 30 minutes. Do the W now. Get a W pattern like that, and a lot of times you'll get that blast off out of it. That's kind of a wonky W there. Definitely looking good. Or we could get a nice pump up to here, 216 to probably around 220 area. That is a classic pretty little W there on curve. So in the smaller time frames, the best thing to look for is these W's, a head, and a nice head and shoulders. But there you go. Get up there, test that 200, get on top of it, and we could see 220 come to play on us. That's on the 30 minute. Get back to the 15. Boom, there you go. 2 minutes left. You broke that. It's going to pump up past it. Get a new candle, and it should keep going. Classic, nice little W pattern. I just seen Wrapped Luna. Wrapped Luna is looking like it could do something today. I'll look at it here in a minute. Interested on what the curve's going to do here. See how it creates this next candle. If it comes back and retests that line, or if it continues going up. Being that it's a nice classic W pattern, it will probably continue to pump on the next candle. Then we'll see a small retest. Come on, at least give us 216 out of it. That's what I was looking for, is 216. Then get a continuation. API 3 definitely starting to make its move. Nope, get a little pullback. 11 seconds. I want to see where this goes. Come on, I wanted 216 at least, but not getting it right this second. So not getting it. We could see a little pullback and then a takeoff. There's a new candle. We're gonna get a continuation. Nope, we got our pullback. There, fake out maybe. Nope, it's gonna be a pullback, and it's gonna probably jump from there. This is where a lot of people get that little pumper, get scared, get out, and it turns around and go, why did I do that for? That's why I always say measure it out, see if it's your 25%. 3, half of 3 is 1.5. 0.75 is a typical pullback. And right there, there's your 0.75 right above this line. That's a 25% pullback. It hasn't quite got that. It's at 0.6. There's your 0.25 pullback, or 0.7, your 25% pullback. Any further than that, it could invalidate it. But we'll see what it decides to do here. Would be nice to see that turn around and run back up. Long pause today. Yep, it pulled back more than 25%. So IDEX, what are you doing? Your turn to run. Some scattered showers over here. And where'd our wrap Luna go? I lost the wrap Luna. We will find it. There it is. And it's following Bitcoin pretty closely. APRA, Algo, API 3. API 3 fell back below the line. That now becomes garbage and invalidated. I'll leave that line. It's got to get up there. It looks like it's going to create a little basket. Could you create another one here? ETC. See, everything is just falling back. Crow. Still holding okay. Ren. Everything just got pulled back. Everything's just touch and go this morning. Not holding the best. So, let's see what Bitcoin's doing for us here. And as we can see, one hour. Just up out of this triangle a little bit, not a whole lot. Have to see what the New York Open does when it bell rings. Where it takes us. Whether it brings us back into this triangle, this diamond, and drops all the way back down, or if it continues and goes up. Looks like that bell will be in about 35 minutes or so. Look at that histogram. This right here is looking pretty oblique. It's all nice and tight. So much undecisive decisions right in here. Leaving Bitcoin just right there at a flat line. What could not happen. But we got kids coming here in a few minutes. So I'm gonna probably put an end to the show here. And looks like ARPA was going to be the coin of the day. So appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. And be safe trading. Don't get wrecked out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe.